Toben and I drew out for an antlerless deer tag. We decided to do a overnight backpack hunt. We are driving the four-wheeler up the mountain, nearly to the top of the mountain, and then gonna hike a couple miles from there. Once we get to where we were gonna park the four-wheeler and start packing our bags for the hike, I hear Toben yell, "Dang it!" And I look over and he has his bolt lock on his gun and he forgot the key. So we had a few tools that we got out of the four-wheeler, and which only consisted of a needle nose pliers and a screwdriver, and started pounding away.
Set. Ready to go.
Who needs a key anyway? Once we got to where I planned to camp, we found a flat spot and set up our tent. And then we hiked over the ridge to do some glassing for the last couple hours of light. Alright, you probably can't see, but there's a deer over there, deer up there. We're gonna try to leapfrog and get a little closer. We're about 500 yards away right now. I want to get about 200 yards away, then Toben will take a shot, and maybe we'll be eating deer tonight. Toben's 200 yards from this deer. We're just waiting for it to go broadside. Alright, Toben took his first shot at a doe. Well, at any big game animal. Hit right there. Not sure if he hit him or not, her or not. We're gonna go over there and see if we see some blood before it gets dark. The sun just barely set, so we probably got 15 minutes of light. So let's just look. Alright, I was seconds away of taking a shot with my bow on a deer. Had my pin, a 60-yard pin on it, and right as I was getting steady, it jumped away. So, yeah. So, hopefully we got a deer down just over behind these bushes, though. So.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Well, Toben and I are headed back. We think we missed. We didn't see any blood. And yeah.
Darn it.
Super steep. The brush is like waist high and just super thick. So like there could have been some blood just like feet away and we wouldn't have seen it, but it didn't look like the deer got hit. In fact, part of me thinks I may have seen it running over the ridge, but there's just so many deer around it was hard to tell which ones was which. So anyway, hopefully we can get back to camp in the next 30 minutes and get some sleep. Maybe we'll run into one tomorrow. Oh, gonna get the rising sun. Just poking its head up. I don't know if I got a picture of where our camp was. That morning we didn't see much. We did jump a couple deer in the brush, but we decided to call it a day and started heading down the mountain. Toben and I decided to go back out a couple days later after work to do an evening hunt. we drove to a ridge that had the same type of vegetation that we found deer in a few days earlier. And soon after we started glassing, we spotted a few deer. With the thick brush and the dominant wind going up the canyon, we decided we needed to stay above them. So we followed the ridge down to the ridge they were on and tried to get within 300 yards of them. We got 300 yards away. Toben took a shot and missed, and then took another shot and hit a deer, and it went down.
Hooray, hooray!
Toben with his first big game animal. The pack out included steep terrain and thick brush and almost stepping on a rattlesnake. We were very fortunate not to get too much rain or wind. Toben was very happy to get his first big game animal, and we're both going to enjoy this meet. Thanks for your time watching, and hope to have some more hunts to come.